Good day, folks. Mr. Reality here, coming to you live today. Well, it lasts. Folks, this message today, I'm going to try to make it as quick as I possibly can. This message is going to go out to my followers, every one of yous, but to my immediate followers in the area that I live, West Nipissing. Folks, I appreciate every one of yous, especially the ones that I've actually met. Okay, but I want to officially make this post an apology to you. Okay, this community, my wife and I recently moved to, beginning back in 2017. We relocated to the area after she had finished battling her cancer. Okay, we chose the area because we thought it was a beautiful area. And second of all, we hoped it was going to be an area that we would be welcomed in and fit in. Okay, I'm a veteran. I'm served in a couple of different capacities. Although my service didn't compare to most, it was my service nonetheless. Okay, military and policing, I tried to serve my community as best I could with what I could. I'm here. We came here after my wife's cancer, and I tried to start a new life. Everywhere I went prior to getting here, especially after my law enforcement career, I found trouble. Okay, I'm very outspoken and I am very community driven and oriented, but in ways most people can't get accustomed to because I am a zero tolerance kind of guy when it comes to bullshit and assholes. Okay, we were located here because my wife was sick, but then she decided that she wanted to stay with us. And stick around. So I did my best to make life as easy as we possibly could for her. We moved to Northern Ontario to establish a new life for myself, my girls. I wanted to remain as quiet as I could, and I tried for as long as I could. But something come along and had me interact with the municipal council at that time. And at that time, it was a total different municipal council to the one that we have operating now. But we got here, and I had some questions because they sent me a tax bill. And when I tried to ask questions, instead of getting the answers that they promised me, the mayor at the time, they sent me a late payment bill. And even though it was only an additional $5, I think, and some change to my property tax bill, it was disrespectful and it was ignorant in their operations because I didn't deserve that. I had reached out and asked some questions about why we were being billed a certain amount, and I wanted to know why, because services and stuff were altered and we were dealing with a lot of incompetent employees at the time. But they promised answers and then hung up the phone and gave me a late payment bill. And at that time, it was $5 out of my pocket that, you know what, it pissed me off. It did. Even though it wasn't a lot of money, it showed me that the corruption that I had left and dealt with in Southern Ontario was no different in Northern Ontario once I got here. So, folks, my apology to you is simply this. Okay, I have taken a stand now, and I have interacted with your current council, supposedly our representatives in good faith and good oath. I have reached out to our local councillors here and have had meetings with them on numerous occasions right here on my own property. Okay, one of them left with the old council, only to return later. But the one that had replaced him had spent some sincere time right here on my property having some very important discussions, trying to make it better. She reached out and she tried, and I had respect for her because she showed that she had good intentions and good faith. But when I expressed to her what it is my investigation in this municipality had already revealed, and I expressed my opinions on the competency of its operation that they had replaced the old incompetency with, I was given hope that corrections were coming and things would be made right for people who are out there struggling and trying to find the answers we're all looking for. Okay, life is getting too expensive for any one of us. Even the rich are feeling the pinch. Okay, we're all going to start making less money. I'm not here to help you find ways not to survive, but I'm here to do just that, and I will continue to do so. But my apology is going to be now. Okay, when it comes time, folks, that you hear my name come across your local table over coffee or soup or sandwich, depending on which facility you're getting it from, remember when you hear my name that I took a stand against this council and I asked some hard questions. They, once again, refused to answer the questions that I asked. So I made the stand personally, folks, to stop sending them their paychecks. I can't commit, folks, I'm sorry, to the community contributions to this community. And I apologize for saying so. Okay, it's not that I don't believe in them. I do. I want to contribute so desperately bad to our communities to get them in the right direction that we need to go. But it's not built on those foundations of stability with your current leadership. It's all about profit and the prostitution of the people. Okay, keep the money flowing in. And when I reached out and asked them once again to provide me with some details to the bills they keep sending me, I got nothing but alienated from your community. On every social media platform, I got stricken from everything. Folks, I even found out from the former counselor, and I have the documentation and the proof, that she was advised not to communicate with my family, or me probably specifically, simply because I was a troublemaker. And I shouldn't be spoken to or listened to, or should they be able to come and communicate with me any further about any issues. Excluding me from your community, folks. I have no leadership here because they deny me the fact that I'm a part of this community, or at least I thought I was. They, I have found out, say I am not. Please, when you find out that I am in your court systems because they want to send me to court for not committing to the taxes that they keep sending me that they won't answer questions about, or return the money that they've stolen from my pocket with their incompetency and their mismanagement, I have no faith or confidence in them. And to Mr. J. Barbeau, the person that the CAO of West Nipissing, who has advised my former council not to speak or communicate with my family, I appreciate the level of professionalism that you have demonstrated to me to date. When I spoke with you on the phone that time, I got an instant, immediate read for your type, sir. I know exactly why you're here and what you're doing to the community you serve. Okay, I have no faith or confidence in your intentions for this community when you're nothing more than the mandate messenger that they have made you into. You have no say except for the people that you guide and misdirect at the table that you sit. Okay, I have been excluded from your committee of community. Okay, and your committees on all these platforms and all that you have maintained control and direction over, who have exiled us and alienated us from your community, have recognized it. I can't do it, folks. I can't fix their broken if they keep me more broken for their reasons of silence and control. I want to commit to my community contributions, folks. I hope I get to. And I certainly do with those I meet on a daily basis. Okay, but I can't see happiness here for the community when I see right through the leadership that's leading them nowhere, but to the biddings and the whims of somebody of higher power who wants more than we can give right now. I've reached out, folks. I've asked for them to hear our situation as I recover from my cancer. They won't listen. They don't care. I've been told that they don't care whether I can afford the things they want. I just better make sure that my money's there when they want it. And I still say to this day, no thank you. Because I've served this country and I know what leadership is. And I will put my integrity on the courtroom floor the day that they come and peel me from my property to tell me that I've got to commit to that level of incompetence and mismanagement right here on my own doorstep. Folks, I appreciate the community. While I was able to establish what I could here, I appreciate every one of you. And this message is long and winded, and for those of you that stuck by to hear it, I appreciate every one of you. And I hope that you'll be there in my silence when you hear my name being pulled forward, because I wouldn't commit to leadership that couldn't lead. Until then, folks, I'll be right here at the cabin making my own way like I normally do. God bless. Take care.